Titanium Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Libras, my fellow Libras. I'm a Libra sun myself. Now, I use Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. Okay, I'm also going to mention when it's important for you to utilize your own intuition and not just rely on mine. And with that being said, let's get into the cards. This is an amazing reading. OMG, it is really good. Okay, my voice is cracking. I don't know what's going on. Is someone here an adolescent, or does someone here have an adolescent son whose voice is cracking? Like a tween? I don't know. See, when something happens in my reading, it definitely means something. I'm channeling. I don't know what it means, but it definitely means something for someone out there. So, the first card we got is the Queen of Autumn. Now, the Queen of Autumn, alright, talks of be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful, being someone who can help your dreams come true. Yes. I don't know what that means for you, but it's pretty awesome. You're meeting someone, you are meeting or you're becoming someone who can help make your dreams come true. Very good, very great. That makes sense. Very good. Then you have the Unity card, which is Tauran energy. Yeah, Taurus energy, and it talks of, which is so this is the Hierophant in this deck. It talks of do the right thing for the right reasons, compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. Maybe this is my intuition, so maybe you're meeting someone, that will help you to decide if you want to go with the old or if you want to go towards the new, right? After having compared. Then you have the Emperor, second major arcana. The Emperor is an Aries card, alright? This talks of use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized. The firm but compassionate leader. Yeah. Right? So, yeah. Fair but compassionate leader. Then you have the Strength card. And the Strength card is Leo energy. Alright, it talks of the grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness, time to embrace how wonderful you are. Notice that you are all that you already need, and please utilize your intuition for that. Just do. Yep. Because I'm just interpreting the cards as I see it. It might mean something completely different for you. Now, the next card is the Prince of Autumn. Now, the Prince of Autumn is a dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous individual. It says, cautious with wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. Alright, is this someone you're attracting, or is this your child? Did I just say pre-tween, teen or tween? I mean, he's like a young teen. If you look at the card, it's interesting, or at least he's a very responsible teen or tween, you know? That's interesting. Then you have the King of Spring. Now the King of, well, actually you have two kings. So, do you have the Queen of Summer? Yeah. You have, well, you have all four queens, which makes the empress. Alright, which means you have the King and Queen of Autumn, you have the Queen, you don't have any other kings. So, that is interesting. Anyway, No, you have the king and queen of winter as well. Ooh. So, and the queen of spring. What? Queen of summer. Queen of, okay, you are attracting a major component into your life. I think both of you guys are attracting each other, which is awesome to say, but I feel like, well, at least at the moment, alright, this might take longer than a week, this might take a year, I don't know how it is for you guys, or it might take a couple of months or a couple of weeks, whatever. This is where your intuition comes in handy, please. So you are attracting this, you are becoming, basically, whoever you are, if you're a lady, you are becoming the empress and you are attracting an emperor. If you are the emperor, if you are a male Libra, you are becoming the emperor and you're attracting an empress. This is amazing. Whoa. Holy shit. Okay, I just have the Queen, King of Autumn, Queen of Winter, King of Winter, Queen of Summer. Is the King of Summer here? He's not. Oh, I'm holding it. And Queen of Spring and King of Spring. Like I said, you're becoming the Empress or the Emperor. Holy shit. This is insane. Okay, so the King of Summer is an honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted individual. This is a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in creative and cultural endeavors. Like, really? I mean, what else? This reading is insane. Wow, this is an amazing reading. Next, you have the King of Spring. Now, the King of Spring is an innovative, inspiring, wise, and theatrical individual. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. Yes. Particularly if you are the Queen of Autumn, attracting the King of Summer or the King of Spring, so you'll have your pick of the litter, right? So basically, I mean, whatever this Queen of Autumn is going to find her her counterpart is later in the reading, but basically, this will make for amazing teamwork. I see partnership. I see partnerships. I see working together. I see colleagues. I see coworkers that align with each other in regards to what they want to create, which is amazing. Okay, so the next set, alright, the second set starts with the Eight of Spring. Now, the Eight of Spring talks of stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events, or changes. Maybe, I'm thinking of how it was in university. For me, there was a lot of teamwork happening because I was in a communication major, so we had a lot of teamwork involved, which asked for a lot of us to work together. I was not the best partner. I'm not gonna lie, I was not the best, at least not at the beginning. And that was due to the fact that I felt stressed because I had a lot of things happening at once and I just didn't know what to do. I couldn't get heads or tails of it, right? So what I'm trying to say is like, okay, this is what I felt, but basically what you need to know is that this might make you feel like you're overwhelmed. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to start. You are not, well, I'm talking about you, but the person that you're dealing with is not sure of where to start, what the beginning, what's the end, how should they interact with people, what should they say, how should they be, and whatnot, right? Overwhelm. Though I feel like them learning how to deal with the overwhelm is going to allow them to obtain the happiness that they seek, right? Because the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. Yes, and then you have the Four of Summer. So I feel like they aren't aware of this person who I'm reading for is not aware of the fact that this stress is going to lead to them to what they actually want, right? Yeah. It's going to lead to what they actually want. And that is why they have a little unhappiness spell, or a little moment of unhappiness, because this card says being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. Maybe your stress is going to be clouding your judgment at this point, right? That is very interesting. Okay. Then you have the King of Autumn. Now, the King of Autumn is the King of Pentacles in this deck. It talks of compassion, compassionate is okay. The King of Autumn is a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted individual. I'll show it again. And at the bottom it says, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So that thing that you were not feeling like okay. So that thing that you were not happy with, that Four of Summer situation, okay, that was, what was I getting at? The Four of Summer situation, alright, was because you weren't working for or with someone that really spoke to you, and so you felt like you have had a little dip, and so that is possibly why you attracted this type of a boss, right? The Prince of Summer. Now, the Prince of Summer is a romantic, captivating, dramatic, and flirtatious individual. It says falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. Interesting how it says being grounded, which is what you wanted to go towards as a job, right? So what you wanted to work for. But I feel like this, what this makes me think of is that what you wanted is the King of Autumn, and what you've got was this Prince of Summer. And you're like, oh, this is not what I want, which is reflective of the Four of Summer, right? And with that Four of Summer, you're like, you know what? At some point, you woke up and you're like, listen, I don't want this. I don't want it. I want a King of Autumn to work for, you know? And so that's when you sat back down and you reviewed what you wanted to work on, and you're like, wanted to work with, who you wanted to work with, what company you wanted to work with, what type of job you wanted, and whatnot. And so that's when you review the past and present, plan a bright new future, understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others. Right? So this was a profound shift in your consciousness. What did you really want? What do you want to work towards? What did you want to have in your life? That is what it is. Right? Yes. Now for the third set, alright, you have the Magician, which is you can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Yes. Yes. Interesting. So with the fact that you reviewed everything, that you pass judgment, and you're like, okay, I want this, I don't want that, I want more of this, I want that, I'm hoping to attract this, and you know, and I know it sounded very sporadic, but you could say, okay, so I've reviewed my life, I see what I want, I see what I want to avoid, and so I want this, and this, and I want to avoid this. So bring me more of that, please. And that is what you're doing, and that's what you becoming the magician of your life is. You're making a conscious decision. Then you have the Ten of Springs. So until you got to a point where, until you get to a point where you're like, I have everything that I want. I have created all of this in my life because I was conscious about what I was creating. So until the point where you're like, I am the magician of my life, you will feel like you're going through a Ten of Spring moment, right? So the Ten of Spring talks of ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Yes. Oh, wow. This just brought me a flashback of today, interestingly enough. Then you have the Two of Summer. Now, the Two of Summer talks of falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of problems. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. I feel like this is something that, so this could be with a person, or it could be with a company, it could be with your higher self, it could be with whatever, right? Whatever. It's whatever speaks to you. What is it that you, if this hasn't happened yet, this is going to be that thing that you decide to recommit to, okay? And that thing that you decided to recommit to is going to lead you to a Six of Spring. The Six of Spring is a recognized success. Success. Because it talks of wonderful news is on its way. Welcome relief, no. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. Yeah. Definitely. Then you have the Two of Autumn. Now the Two of Autumn talks of bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, an unexpected talent for multitasking. Yeah. So, I mean, I feel like before you get to the Six of Spring, you are going to have to go through a Two of Autumn, which is a multiple juggling, and that's why you're like doing multiple things at once in order to allow all of this to like boil down, into something that you actually enjoy. But before you got to this Two of Autumn, you need to first go through the Five of Winter, which talks of walk away from dishonest associations. Now this might be a person, this might be an event, this might be a situation, what have you. Whatever you identify as the thing that you need to walk away from is whatever it is for you, right? So then it says, realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for you or happiness, something that is not worth the effort. Something that is not worth the effort. Yes. So you walked away from that thing, and it brought you a little bit of. I picked this up a little earlier today or yesterday. You walked away from something, and it caused you. It was yesterday. It caused you some heartbreak. You did not enjoy the fact that you had to walk away from this thing that you felt a very strong connection to. And so that's why this card says, reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. Yes, it will. Definitely. And the one thing that I would suggest, and I would advise to be conscious of, is that heartache and healing will give way to a stronger character, which is great. But make sure that you know how to deal with people anyway. What I mean to say is if you just cut people out, like willy-nilly, just because they did one thing wrong, right, that might not be to your best benefit. Okay? Yes. So just pay attention to that. I'm not saying don't do it, I'm just saying just be mindful of it. Alright, and the next card. The next set starts off with the Six of Autumn. Now, the Six of Autumn talks of the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. So, yeah, well, whatever it is, even if you're not repaying, you might be repaying a debt, you might not be repaying a debt. What this basically means is, as whatever you're getting into, this new cycle that you are attracting, this new reality that you're creating for yourself, or that you've created for yourself, is equal give and take. Okay. That will lead you to your Nine of Summer, which is wish fulfillment. Right? Nine of Summer is the Nine of Cups. So, like I said, this is wish fulfillment, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. You'll feel like you're exactly where you need to be. Like, everything is going great, and you'll feel like you'll be able to start a whole new, something new with the Ace of Summer, something emotional with the Ace of Summer. Because the Ace of Summer talks about open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship, or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. Yes. Yes. Next. Not only will your intuition be on point, but it will also allow you to become or reconnect with the Queen of Summer. Now, the Queen of Summer is a loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive individual. It says, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust, taking care of others, perhaps too much, right? Once you get into that emotional connectivity, once you are able to connect with everyone intuitively and emotionally, I feel like what I'm getting is that you might do a bit too much, right? And you might no longer might put your own needs aside. I'm thinking of a mom, right? Next, you have the King of Winter. Now, the King of Winter, okay, is a very knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional individual. It says, get advice from someone professional or objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. Yes. Now, what this, I'm guessing, don't, with the Queen of Summer and the King of Winter, like, right next to each other, I would just suggest that you don't take care of others so much that you lose sight of yourself, and that you become unemotionally attached, that you, yeah. Well, I mean, the only thing, and that you don't just speak to speak, don't just profess stuff and then not do it. Because we have public speaking and unemotional relationships here. So, I mean, the King of Winter is a very good professional, except not a good father. I wouldn't see it as a good father. In any case, alright, so the next card is the Ten of Autumn. Now, the Ten of Autumn, alright, talks of take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Yes. Right, it goes hand in hand with the Six of Autumn. So, well, I feel like this is something that you will have to figure out, the connection to it. Well, now that I'm saying that, if you are able to take care of yourself and be able to stay enough of the queen, keep your emotions in check enough to use your intellect to be fair and objective, right? Such as the King of Winter, you will be able to tap into your Ten of Autumn, which is your material abundance, which will then allow you to tap into your Ace of Autumn, which is a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project, a happy change in your career. So if you are able to inhabit the Queen of Summer and the King of Winter energy, you're definitely going to be able to tap into your Ace of Autumn, okay? Then we have your Ace of Spring. So the Ace of Spring, alright, talks of it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. Yes. So you now know what you want to create, and that is what you're going towards, which is awesome. Yep. And with the Queen of Spring energy, which is the Queen of Spring energy, you'll definitely be able to go towards that objective that you have, which is because you are brilliant, you or someone you're dealing with is brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. Alright, it says believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. So if you are able to marry the Queen of Summer's energy and the King of, basically, if you're able to become the emperor or empress of your life, you will definitely be able to go towards basically the world. We don't have the world in this card, but everything is going to be on point, especially with the Princess of Winter, who is a very inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic individual. It says information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear, speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. So, on top of all these, you'll also be like the beginning of the High Priestess. Because the High Priestess is completely intuitive. She knows all, right? She can do what she can basically intuitively go into the field, go into any information she wants, and she can make anything happen with her right thinking patterns. By putting herself in the right structure, she is able to create anything she wants in her reality, like the click of the fingers, right? And that is the Princess of Summer and the Princess of Winter is actually the beginning of that. So, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, this is amazing. You're becoming the Empress or Emperor of your life. This is Empress, Emperor, or High Priestess, and the Magician. What? Holy shit, this is an amazing reading. Okay, my gorgeous Libras, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this, and if you like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my prize. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all. I'm going to answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Libras, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!